Hi there, Mike Edwards here on day one of Model Rail Scotland at the SEC in Glasgow, the biggest model railway exhibition in the country. And this is Ebsworth Street, which is a phenomenal layout. And before we go too far into it, I just want to say quite a lot here that I'm trying to replicate on my layout in Verschanden, which is accessible on Facebook. I'm joined by Greg. Talk us through, well, first of all, where you're from and what this is all about.
So, obviously, Ebsworth Street was built because we sadly had to get rid of one of our modern image layouts in the club. So I'm part of the Beckenham West Wickham Model Railway Club and I'm the chairman of the club. So I decided to take all the little bits and pieces that I enjoyed of all the layouts that I've seen and bits and pieces. So I then decided I'm going to build Ebsworth Street. So I couldn't really base it on the road that I live on in London. So I decided to pick a little cul-de-sac off the road in my London, so it's called Ebsworth Street. So I started building some of the houses down here, and then obviously I then said I had loads of rolling stock and coaches. And one of my best friends, Paul, who obviously helped me build the layout, said that you've got all these units and locos, you need to show them off.
And what's unusual about this, for me, is it's U-shaped.
Yes.
Now, we're used to tail chasers, we're used to end-to-end. You've got a beautiful station, but you've also got so much down the road there, which we'll get to in a minute, but it's quite unusual.
Yes, it's very unusual. So basically what I wanted to do is give the concept of obviously having locos that you can see at the front, and obviously you can see loads of rolling stock units, 150s, 158s, 170s, Voyagers, just going up and down the main line in and out the carriage sidings. And the other thing that we wanted to show off is the unique signalling system that we've got here, which is a fully colour light signalling system, which we use track circuiting. So as the train goes through, the track detects the train, which then replaces signal back to danger. So
sorry to interrupt you, but I so much to talk about. I noticed obviously a period station building, and you've also got that classical southern region signal box, which could actually be possibly derelict. It might even be not used anymore, but there's just so many little touches of detail here. Greg, it's a fabulous layout.
Thank you. Yeah, well, the reason why I choose the southern-based signal box is because I actually helped the guy who designed that, which was Vernon Smith. He actually made it as a limited edition for the signal box down in Rochester, and I used to work for him. So I used to work for Model Zone Signal Box, and I still work for Invicta Model Rail now, based in Sidcup. And because obviously I'm a southern man, I had to bring some sort of southern into it in some of it, even though the layout is based in the Midlands.
Moving further down, we can see lots of other little touches that I particularly find fascinating. We've got the local wash, the carriage cleaning wash plant. We've got little touches, things that really appeal to me. Daft little things like skips full of scrap. Yeah. You've got the jacks there around the maintenance shed. Talk us through these little icons.
Yeah, so basically, as much as I like having loads of rolling stock moving about, I like adding little bits of detail. So I put the carriage wash in because obviously there's not that many layouts that have got carriage wash. Yes, we'd all love it to be working and real water going round, but we just can't do it. So obviously I tried to make a lot of like a small little maintenance depot and things like that, because obviously I work for GBRF. Obviously we have a base down in Doncaster, and obviously we've got a shed very similar to the one there that's based on Peterborough. So obviously we just add the little bits of detail, add the little bits of sand, add the people, add the cement, and there's loads of other little minute bits of detail that you can see, like the AWS magnets, and you've got the TPWS grids in the forefoot. So you can really see how much detail and time we've got into doing it.
Let's go to my favourite bit. Now, the layout from a rolling stock train going back and forth point of view stops really for the viewer at the tunnel.
Yes.
But there is so much more to see down here, and you've got me really hooked without any real movement because, again, of the detail, but two or three things that really appeal to me. We've got the railhead treatment team trains, and we've got the fuel road.
Yes. Yeah, so basically, obviously, I do like the odd and weird and wonderful things. So I love the rail treatment trains, the MPVs, the rail road vehicles, because I was an S&T engineer for 5 years, so I worked alongside the machines. So it's fantastic to actually get something that you worked alongside that you can actually show people, because some people don't see it because it's based during the night, so you never see it during the day. And the reason why I wanted to put the fuel point is if I'm showing off all these locos in these two fantastic long sidings, where are they going to get fuel? Because every depot needs a fuel point.
Greg, this is a fabulous layout. We could talk about it for hours. Thank you very much indeed. Day one of the exhibition, obviously lots more to see, and you're going to be hearing a lot more from me before Sunday afternoon. Bye for now.